Hi there, and happy Friday. Congratulations, you have made it through the first week, the prep week, and by now you've selected your workout program, your nutrition guide. You've actually created a day's worth of meals in a little menu for yourself. You've done so much work, and I want you to take a moment to reflect back and recognize that change is not easy, and you are doing the hard work to make an important change in your life to be as well as healthy as you can be. So, congratulations on an amazing first week. I want to give you some tips going into the weekend, but first, I want to let you know that the weekend is a bit of a quieter time in our groups. So, I'm not going to be posting anything that has homework on Saturday or on Sunday. On Saturday, I will post a self-care post as a reminder to all of us to take care of ourselves and the many ways that self-care can support us. And then on Sunday, I'll just be reminding you about the things that you want to have prepared for Monday. So if you have plans this weekend or wanted to just get the lay of the land, know that this post will serve as your launch into the weekend with a couple of to-dos and homework items, and then the weekend is yours to complete that list and to do all the things that you enjoy doing on the weekend. So let's talk about that list. Nutrition, you're going to need to do some work on your nutrition for the next week, this weekend. So let me talk a little bit about that. The first thing is to sit down with your nutrition guide and create your menu for the entire week. So you want to make sure that you have your breakfast, lunch, dinner, and your snacks down on paper, on your phone calendar, wherever you keep things that you won't forget so that you have it available for you during the week. I can promise you, as I mentioned in an earlier video, that if you get home and you're scrambling and you can't remember what you're supposed to have for dinner, you will end up likely falling back into some of the habits that you had before. And we know that those habits did not get you to your goals. So make sure you have your meal choices written down somewhere and visible to you. And if there's anyone else in your household that's going to be contributing to cooking the meals or preparing the food, it should be visible to them as well. Once you've created your menu for the week, that is going to serve as the basis for your grocery list. So then you're going to want to make your grocery list and make sure that you have all of the items that you need for the week. A tip I want to give you is in the beginning, when we were starting to use our nutrition guides, we found that we ended up purchasing a couple of different spices that we hadn't typically used in the past because they were better for the foods that we were eating and for the recipes that we were making. So if you need to purchase spices or anything like that that you normally wouldn't purchase, just keep that in the back of your mind when you're creating that list. So that's your basic nutrition, getting it into your house, right? And then the next piece of the nutrition is to do your meal prep for the week. So my recommendation is to prepare all of the food that you plan to eat outside of your home over the weekend. So if you eat lunches outside of your home, you want to have all your little bags of carrots or all of your bags of strawberries or your almonds doled out into the correct portions, all of those things done so that you basically have like a little buffet when you go to make your lunch. So instead of having to chop things and cut things that morning when you're about to go to work and stressful and there's a lot going on, you have the opportunity to just grab and go. So you grab bags of things, grab containers of things, put them in your lunchbox or whatever you take to work with you, and you're ready to go. So prep everything that you're going to be eating outside the home first, because that's the most critical, right? Like you don't want to go to work with like an entire celery stalk because you didn't cut it and you're like sitting at work like a rabbit eating your celery. So you want to make sure you have that stuff done. I also recommend, and this takes a little bit more time, that you do a little bit of prep work for some of the meals you're having at home. So whether that's marinating something a few days in advance, or whether that's buying a larger portion of a protein and cutting it into smaller pieces so it's ready to cook, just start to think about that this week. We'll go into more of that as the weeks go on, but start to think about how you can make it easier to make the meals that you make at home as well, so that you're not in a situation where there's a lot of extra time spent that day when you're already hungry and already stressed. that work has been done over the weekend. We have really worked hard on our meal prepping, and I feel like we've got it down to a relative science, and we do pretty well with it. Something we have to keep up with, but we do pretty well with it. So if you have any questions about meal prepping, or you just want to go over your week-long menu, your grocery list, or how to do your meal prepping, I am more than happy to walk you through this. And I want to make sure that everyone knows that you can call me, you can text me, you can email me, you can send me a Facebook message. If you don't have any of those numbers or ways to contact me, then contact me through whatever method you have and just ask me for my number or email, and I'll happily give it to you. Your meal prep is going to be key. And once that's done, then rest from nutrition for the weekend. Get yourself ready, start thinking through what you're going to do, but you're ready. The second piece that is just as important is calendaring out your workouts. So making sure that you and anyone else that is going to be in your home that's over the age of maybe 8 or 9 knows when you're going to be doing your workout and where, right? You do not want someone to leave the puppy out and go for a run while you're in the middle of doing your workout and you thought somebody else was watching the puppy. You don't want someone to think that you're taking them somewhere at the time that you're supposed to be doing your workout. You want to make sure that it's clear not only to you, but to everyone in your household that this is time that you are taking for yourself. And those people who love you and live with you know how important this is to you. And so give them the opportunity to support you by letting them know that you have this special time each day that you are taking to do your workouts. I also recommend, especially in the beginning, or if you're like me, I kind of ebb and flow. Things go really well for a while and then I kind of lose track and then I get back on track. It's always good to have a second time each day as an alternate for doing your workout. I'm a small business owner, so sometimes I get up in the morning and I get up to a situation that I have to deal with, and I was planning to do my workout and I can't. So I try to have a secondary time that is on my calendar or on paper that I know I can do my workout if I miss it the first time around. If you don't have a plan for what to do when things don't go well, then again, just like with your nutrition, you're going to fall back into those old habits. So make sure that you have those plans in place and that you feel confident that you're ready to go for the week. So you'll know you're ready to go when you have your nutrition menu for the week completed, you have your grocery shopping done, you have your meal prep done, and you have your workouts on the calendar. There's one final piece, which is making sure that you double check your workout space. Do you have everything you need? Does the TV, laptop, whatever you're using work properly? Is everything all set and ready to go? Once you've got that, you're going to be set for next week. So let me know what questions you have and feel free to comment those questions below and I'll get right back to you. Or if you'd rather talk to me personally, as we mentioned, that's totally fine as well. And I'm more than happy to support with this. This work is probably the most critical work you're going to do this week. The rest of the work we did led up to this moment, and now you have a chance to really take care of yourself by taking care of these items. Have a wonderful weekend. Feel free to check into the group. I'll be posting a couple motivational things on Saturday and Sunday, and then starting on Monday morning, we'll be right at it.